What's up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. I'm Eddie.
I'm Carmel.
And today we're going to be showing some love to the Sportwagen. We did the headlights on the GTI. Did some trim pieces as well. You're on Godspeed Lowering Springs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a 1-inch drop.
1-inch drop.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be installing some H&R Sport Spring, race springs actually, not Sport Spring, race springs. I wanted to go a little bit lower than the Sport Springs. So I'm excited to finally properly lower my car, which I'll get into that a little bit later. You'll see kind of the ghetto-ness of what I did to lower it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get this thing quickly on jack stands and just hopefully knock this out within a few hours. I don't want to be here that long.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
Honestly, we messed around with it enough already.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I don't want to do this job again, which I know I'll probably have to, but
It's okay.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's get on jack stands and
Yeah, that's it.
take it from there. So before we do anything, we're gonna actually see where the ride height is now. So this isn't stock because it is lowered on GTI springs. So this is, say, 25 1/4 in the front.
Yeah.
The rear, 25 1/2.
Yeah.
And it should be the same on the other side. About 25 1/2, maybe just a 1/16 higher.
Yeah.
25 1/2. So it's higher on this side than it is on the other side. Hopefully by the end of the day we can fix that and really eliminate that gap.
Yep.
Okay, so we got the tires off. Car is on jack stands. So I call myself out. I have GTI springs in here, but the fronts didn't get lowered enough. It pretty much didn't lower anything, and I thought it would, it would lower it because the springs themselves they were shorter than the stock springs. And so I was unhappy with it, and I was just pushing off getting the H&R springs. So I got these clamps from good old AutoZone, clamped it down. But the issue is these parts of the screws would rub on the seat for the spring. And so I would, every single bump, every single anything, just hearing creaking.
Yeah, that's no good.
That was so annoying. I guess we'll start on this side. This side should be easier.
There we go.
Gotta be very careful not to drop this in the hub.
Yeah, tell me about it. We did that.
Ask us how we know.
Yeah.
So, we ended up getting an actual impact. We got the sway bar and link off. And what we did, we actually unbolted the sway bar from both sides. And it looks like that my ghetto spring compressor here actually helped. Because the spring is, obviously it's compressed. And so it made just pushing the whole hub down and lifting this out, it made it a lot easier. So now we got this one out. So now the next step is to just come up here, take this whole thing off, and just unbolt it.
Yeah, just
The 3 bolts up there,
right in there.
and
it'll slide right out.
slide right out. That was actually a lot easier than
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be.
Sick. Do you have like a rat's nest in here?
Yeah, we'll take that out too. Okay, got this one out. We don't even need to put the spring compressors on because this is already compressed.
Compressed.
Slightly. For now. Let's
Let's do the next one.
Yeah, the other side should be pretty easy to get out. So
You should do a cool thing to cut to the next one.
Alrighty, so we got both of them out. The driver's side one took a little bit more finagling because the axle is a lot shorter on the driver's side than the passenger side. So it took a little bit more technique, a little bit more finesse. But now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and pop the boots off. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the vice grips as tight as we can possibly get them, all the way as high as we can get them. There we go. And I'm gonna sit here. And I'm gonna go. Just like that. It's actually not bad.
Dude, the hours we spent the last time trying to get this off.
When we did yours.
Yes.
There's one. See if we can go 2 for 2. Okay, so we couldn't get this one open just yet. Sprayed it WD-40, we're gonna let it sit for a while. If we can't get it off at all, then we're just gonna go and buy another strut assembly and put the new spring on. Because I'm not gonna push this off any longer. So, got this one off. Go ahead and slip that out. Oh,
Is that's the front one?
This is the front. No, it's not.
I was like, I think you're tripping a little bit. I don't think that's the front one.
Oh, no, I think it needs to go like this. The height itself isn't that much shorter, but the spring rate is gonna be actually ideal. So this is gonna compress a lot more.
It's also not linear, right?
Yeah, it's not linear. These are progressive. Like the insurance.
In this day and age, you need progressive springs.
I don't even know what they're.
Conservative springs.
Oh, you're still on insurance.
Oh. No. Now we're just redoing what we did. Or undoing, I guess.
All that's left is the sway bar end link, but we're gonna put that on once we put the other side back on.
Yep.
And that should go on nice and easy. One side done.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Looking good.
Just need a little bath.
And we're right off.
Ah, sick.
Let's go.
I can still there.
Yes, sir.
The rears.
The rears are gonna be quick and easy. Yeah.
Okay, H&R. And assembly should be so much easier.
Should be about the same as the last one. Just we come back when they're both on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Easy as you like. So yeah, if you guys want to buy some GTI springs, slightly used, only thrown around once.
Or twice.
Or twice. I mean...
And it should be sitting pretty.
I was about to say it might still ride like a boat.
Okay, give me that sway bar in your trunk. And it won't.
Huh? Oh yeah, you steal my sway bar.
I have a GTI sway bar to mark the stock GTI sway bar on here right now, so that thing's serving me pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
So
I actually want to see, like, when we put the sway bar on, I want to see the thickness comparison, because I don't actually know how thick the stock one is.
I believe it's 18 millimeters.
Dang.
So much easier with an impact.
Yeah.
It's crazy how long this took last time.
Yep. Took us like the whole day.
It took, when we first did this, it took us the whole entire day, and we didn't even finish it. We had to put everything back to stock because we couldn't get the driver's side strut opened.
Yep.
That is quite a bit lower thus far. It's
It's only one side as well.
one side in, and the handbrake is still tension on it.
Shoo.
Ooh-wee.
Fixed. Mechanic.
Next side.
Yep. So that one's pretty low. I guess we can see the difference.
It's the same right now.
Well, yeah. Yep. Go ahead, release the handbrake. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got lower.
Yeah. Just squish down a little bit.
Oh yeah. And it'll drop more once it settles more.
Mm-hmm. Last one's in.
Almost in.
Well, the spring is in. Now we just gotta put it back together. It's just that. Let's go right in there. Using Yes, sir. Dude, that is nice. It's looking like a real wagon now.
Oh yeah. Sick.
Let's go. That is pretty awesome.
The front. Now it's 24 3/4. So it dropped it half an inch so far in the front. And now it's just under 25 1/4, so just over half an inch in the rear.
All right.
Not bad.
So half an
Considering
inch,
it was
yeah.
already lowered about an inch.
So it is about 1.5, which is
1.5
what
inches
was
lower.
advertised.
Which is what I wanted it to be. And plus, it still needs to settle in as well. Needs to settle in as well. Needs to settle in. So, it's been about 10 weeks since we installed the H&R race springs on the Sportwagen. And I think it's safe to say that they've settled in. My original plan was to give it 1 or 2 weeks and go and get an alignment. Now, I didn't go and get that alignment because within the first week, I had gone on a camping trip. And I had underestimated how bad the road was leading up to the campsite. And I blew a strut. It was leaking pretty much immediately after that camping trip. The whole driver's side wheel well is just covered in shock oil. So I didn't go and get that alignment. However, leading up to blowing that strut, it was great. It stiffened up the ride. It had lowered it pretty much almost exactly how much I wanted it to. And it just felt sportier, which is exactly what I wanted from this car. I want to make this car feel even better than a GTI. I want it to feel planted, and the H&R race springs did exactly that. So overall, I'm super happy with them. A little bummed that now I need to go back again and take everything out and put new struts in. But it is an opportunity for more upgrades, more adjustability, which you guys will see later on. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Now, since it's been 10 weeks, the car has settled in a lot more. And I think it's safe to say that it is a lot lower now than when we first put it on. How much lower, you're wondering? Well, let's find out right now. Got the tape measure out. And right now, 24 and a half in the front, 24 and 5/8. So it is about 24 and a half inches on all four corners. The car definitely settled in. I have the strut. I'm not gonna say what I got yet, but anybody who has a Sportwagen, has H&R springs, can probably take a really good guess, a pretty good guess on what struts I went with. Hopefully I can get those swapped out pretty soon, because the car is back to being pretty bouncy, and I'm hoping maybe it will lower the car just a tad bit, but we'll see.